guys, my hair is naturally curly. I never do this. I never leave my hair naturally curly, but it is naturally curly today for you guys. Okay, to be completely honest with you, I have a lot of product in my hair, so it's not completely natural, but you know, vanity, so forgive me. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about some of my curly hair woes, just the struggles that I've been through having, you know, unruly, coarse, frizzy, crazy kind of curly hair. So if you have a similar hair type to mine, you might be able to kind of relate to some of these issues, and if you don't, hopefully you still find this video somewhat entertaining. All right, so this video is actually going to be a two-parter. Right now I'm just going to go over some stories that I have with you, and then if you watch on Tuesday, I will be giving you some hair tips of how I maintain and how certain products that I've used that have helped me to kind of get control of this crazy hair that I have. So stay tuned for that. So let's jump right in. Growing up with my kind of hair, I've always been very self-conscious of my hair. It's always been something that has been kind of an issue for me, especially when you grow up and you see a lot of your friends and they never really had the same kind of hair that I did. They had, you know, like naturally straight hair, or wavy hair, or they would have it like braided, and it looked nice, like it looked normal. So I didn't like to look different from my friends. And I remember this one time I was at a friend's house. I was pretty young, like maybe 8 or 9. Her neighbor had a pool, and when I was over there, she was like, "Oh, hey, do you want to like go swimming in my neighbor's pool?" And to me, I was like, go swimming? Impulsively, randomly, without planning it? My hair, having to dry it? What? No, like that. I couldn't do stuff like that. So that was always an issue, that I couldn't really like do things that my friends could do. I couldn't join in like certain activities for that reason alone. I couldn't just go to the pool and come out and not have to like worry about it. Like my hair very much like controls my life. We went swimming, and then afterwards, like I would watch her, you know, do her hair, and she turns to me and she's like, "Oh, do you want to use my hair dryer?" If you have crazy curly hair like I do, you know that a hair dryer is your worst friend. So I'm there and I'm sitting there and, you know, using this hair dryer as my hair is getting increasingly more and more volumizing and frizzy and just insane. When you're that age, your confidence is already a bit shaky. You're not really as self-aware as you are, and you learn to become in later years in your life. So you're already kind of, you're not wanting to stand out, especially me. I was very shy, so it was very hard for me to just be okay like that. I didn't want to look like that. I was very unhappy. So later on in high school, things didn't get a whole lot better for me and my hair. I mean, I would constantly be compared to Mia Thermopolis from Princess Diaries, except for the fact that I didn't have Anne Hathaway's face and I didn't have like a major glow up afterwards. I kind of always just looked kind of weird and, you know, kind of was made fun of a lot. So that always hurt. And that's the point in time when I really started to put my hair through the ringer. I was fed up. I had enough. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I need to just start straightening my hair and just doing all kinds of things to it, treating it, dyeing it, putting so much heat to it without a heat protectant, mind you. I just really, really messed up my hair when I was in high school because I didn't want to look like that anymore. I wanted to look normal. There is no normal, especially in high school. Everybody looks weird, everybody's awkward, but I wanted to do that. So I remember one day, I think it was for like prom or grad or some kind of thing, my sister took me to this like really nice, fancy, smanchy like salon, and she recommended this hairdresser who was supposedly like the best hairdresser. He was like Mr. Hollywood. He would make you look glamorous, gorgeous, whatever. So I went very excited, and I got there, and the first thing that he does is he starts, brushing my hair out, as usually, hairdressers will do. when he finished brushing my hair out, the look that I got from him, it made me feel, again, just so self-conscious, so embarrassed, so ridiculous. It was at that point that he kind of passed me off to another hairdresser, and he kind of just said like, oh, he double booked and so he needs somebody to help him out, and basically wouldn't even touch my hair after that. You know what? I've had hairdressers that have done that to me even now, where they kind of looked at my hair and when they initially brush it out, they kind of get a little scared and don't really know what to do with it. So the one tip that I will give you right now in this video is to find a good hairdresser that is familiar with your type of hair and knows how to deal with it, and it makes a world of a difference. So after years of just, again, not being very nice to my hair, not really knowing the proper way to maintain my kind of hair, it has changed quite a bit over the years. So it went from being very thick, very volumizing. Now what I'm noticing is that my hair is getting very thin and kind of falling a little flat. So it is a different ball game that I'm having to kind of get used to. Although it is still quite frizzy and still very coarse and dry, it's kind of changed throughout the years. And that's gonna happen to your hair as well. So one incident that happened about a year ago is I was in the bathroom and I was just kind of, whatever, running my fingers through my hair, and I noticed I felt a pretty prominent thinning part on my scalp, and I looked into it. I pulled my hair back and noticed this pretty predominant bald spot. I had alopecia. And the fear that ran through me when I finally saw that, I didn't know what it was. I wasn't too sure. I thought that I was maybe sick. I thought that maybe I was gonna eventually lose all of my hair. I had no idea what to make of that. It scared me so much. And I gotta tell you, nothing makes you appreciate your hair more than when you have something like that happen to you. Obviously, there are way worse things that could happen to you in your life, and this is something that was treatable. However, it really did scare me. So I ran to the doctors, and they referred me to a dermatologist where I had to have steroid injections put into that spot to stimulate the hair follicles to grow again. And thankfully, it did grow. I saw immediate growth, which was great. And it was my own hair color, because sometimes that might happen where it grows back, but it's kind of gray. Like, think of the girl from What Not to Wear when she has that gray streak. The dermatologist says that it happens sometimes if you're under a great amount of stress and you're not really taking care of yourself. And this did happen at a time where I was going through some stuff and my life was pretty stressful. So again, it was just another eye-opener that you need to take care of yourself, and you need to really work on yourself and to make the right choices in your life, with your hair, with your body, with everything, because you just don't know until something pretty major happens that really wakes you up to that. So I'm gonna see, I don't know if I can find a spot here, but okay, so that's my hair. So this was about 9 months ago when I finished my treatments with my dermatologist and I started seeing the hair grow back. So that's 9 months worth of hair. It is growing back pretty steadily. That's just a small patch. But again, you'll see that it's gonna take years until it grows back to be the normal length with the rest of my hair. And I'll see it sometimes poke out sometimes if I'm styling my hair. If I pull it back, I always kind of see it sticking out. It's kind of funny. But I am very grateful that it is growing back and that it did end up being okay. So my only other bit of advice that I'll give to you in this video, especially if you're watching this and you are pretty young and you want to start treating your hair, straightening your hair, whatever have you, I would advise to wait as long as possible. And I know that kind of sucks, and I've been in that position, and when I was young, I didn't want to listen. I was just fed up with being made fun of. But you need to kind of learn to love your natural hair, because once you do damage to it, it's so much harder to repair it. Tune in to my video that's coming on Tuesday, where I go through the right ways of treating your hair and maintaining it and working with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all that I have for you today. These are just some of my issues that I've had. So leave me a comment below if you know what I'm talking about, if you suffer from the same kind of issues, if you've been there before, what your horror stories are from, being young or whatever, and just kind of what you do to help that. And like I said, just learn to love your natural hair. And I hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Bye.